Dear viewers, there are 62 days until the Premier League returns. 62. That's 1,488 hours, 89,280 minutes, 5,367,800 seconds. That's so much time. So many moments to sit in a quiet room, staring at your blank FPL app, whispering Areola to Raya, to Leno, to Dubravka, to Areola, like a mad monk reciting a forbidden chant. And what exactly does the government expect us to do during this time? Watch England? Probably not. A tactical system held together. I don't know. I don't even know. I'm not watching England. I'm not going to do it. It's too much. No thank you. The Club World Cup, a tournament so obscure, I thought it was a Netflix docu-series starring James Milner. Today I found myself feeding ducks, actual ducks, by a pond, instead of illegally streaming the 3 PM kickoffs. And as I tossed crumbs into the murky water, I thought, this used to be Areola's job. Shot stopping, feeding points to my team. Now it's just me alone, reflecting on the highs and lows of FPL 24-25, trying to find meaning in the mallard's eyes. At my core, I think I'm just lost. I'm like a boat adrift without a sail, like a kebab with chili sauce but no meat. Like a bloke who wildcarded into Pedro Neto 3 times and still missed all his points. Yesterday I walked into a pub and ordered one Mitoma, please, before realising the bartender was not my FPL app. Last night I tried to tuck my son into bed and accidentally whispered, Daddy loves you, and also, Isak at 8.5 is underpriced. I am unwell, so I say this clearly and calmly, we must end this madness. No more international football, no more 2-month breaks. Make the Premier League year-round. Let the mid-table teams play on Christmas Day. Let Burnley versus Luton run until April, then restart in May. 365 days of chaos, clean sheets and captaincy regrets. The league never stops. FPL never stops. The show goes on. Until that day we wait, united in suffering, together in madness, because if we can survive Salah blanks, triple captain disasters and watching Diogo Dalot get 14 points on our bench, we can survive this. 62 days, my friends. We will get through this. Welcome to AlfPL, where strategies are dissected and dreams are built. My name is Alf. Welcome to the Saturday night show. Great to have you all here. It's 8:03 on Saturday, 14th of June, 2025, and we are mother flipping live. Bringing you the best of FPL X from the past 7 days, past 7 FPL-less days. I want to make sure my camera is tracking my face. Yes, it is now. There we go. Great stuff. Let's have a quick check-in. We've got FOMO in the chat. FOMO, mate. How are you? How is everything? Are you having a good day? Are you having a good weekend? We're going to be doing Best of FPL X, and we are also going to be doing a quiz this evening. So it's going to be a £10 Amazon gift card to the winner of the FPL quiz this evening. So without further ado, let's start this thing. Camera is just being a little weird this evening. Okay, so there's quite a lot that's happened in the past couple of days around transfers. So I think it's important that we get through some of that. And we'll just do a little roundup, a Perplexity AI roundup, if you will. Here we go. So we're going to say to this thing, we're going to say, give us the biggest Premier League stories past 7 days. Rumours and transfers. So I've got a couple lined up from a tweet perspective, so we can definitely do that first whilst Perplexity's having to think about that. So a lot's been going on over the past 7 days. It's been absolutely mental. Trent Alexander-Arnold, he did a little press conference, didn't he? Duolingo jumped on that. Thanks for your 1,000-day Spanish streak, Trent. That is absolutely sensational scenes from Duolingo. I actually met the founder of Duolingo in New York once. He's a good guy. He was telling me, it's interesting. He was telling me that he started like e-capture. Is it e-capture? You know that really annoying thing that you get when you have to select, it's not e-capture. You know when it says like select the bikes in this picture? The bikes in this picture. I'll show you what I mean. Like this. He invented this. Like this whole experience. This was his first company. Which is wild because it's just become ingrained in our culture, this whole thing. Anyway, I digress. This was absolutely fantastic from Duolingo. I love it. Love to see it. Trent, what are you up to? I got to stop. I can't play video. I shouldn't play videos. Deal agreed. Done. Matthias Cunha is officially a Man United player, and I like it. I said it last week. I think this is going to be a really good little, a really good transfer for Man United. I think they're going to be a very fun team next season. I'm all about it. Matthias Cunha, and I just wonder where he would play. You know, let's have a little deep dive into Matthias Cunha. So I'm going to say Cunha is a Man United player. Where will he play? And where will he play if they also buy a striker? Because that's the most intriguing thing for me about this whole thing. Right, so Matthias Cunha's role at Man United. Matthias Cunha has officially joined Man United from Wolverhampton Wanderers for 62.5 million on a 5-year deal. He arrives as one of the most productive forwards in the Premier League with 29 goals over the last 2 seasons and 17 goals plus 6 assists in the most recent campaign. Very decent numbers there. United manager Ruben Amorim is rebuilding the squad after a disappointing season, specifically targeted Cunha for his attacking qualities. Where will Cunha play? Cunha is expected to play primarily as a number 10, operating in one of the 2 attacking midfield roles behind the main striker in Amorim's preferred 3-4-2-1 or 3-4-3. So he was a striker last season, so that's a bit disappointing. It would be cool if he was a mid in the game. If he was a mid in FPL, he would be, I think, like number 1 on my team sheet. You know, 1 game a week. You know, the Man United saviour. I'm all about it. I'd be all over that. I might even just have him down at first in anyway, even if he's a striker. At Wolves, he excelled in this position, contributing both goals and assists. I mean, he sort of just floats about, doesn't he? I think that's sort of his jam. He just floats about and does stuff. You know, just put him on the pitch. You know, put him on the pitch. He'll do some things. I really like him. Often using the left channel where he could cut inside. Okay, so sort of on the left. His versatility means he can also drift wide or drop deeper to link play. But the plan is for him to be a creative and goal-scoring presence behind the central striker. What if United sign a striker? Manchester United are actively pursuing a new centre forward with targets including Jean-Philippe Mateta or JPM, Victor Gyökeres and Victor Osimhen. The pursuit is independent of Cunha's arrival. as the club sees him as a supporting attacker rather than a traditional number 9. So he's going to be playing as well as the new striker, which makes perfect sense. He'll remain as a number 10 attacking midfield role. New striker will lead the line. Tactical flexibility. I think this is a sensational signing for Man United. I really do. I like it. I do actually just want to say as well, let's do, whilst we're on this subject, and I think we need to make sure we do this every time we do a little bit of a deep dive. 25-26 price. I'll put FPL price prediction, please. You've always got to be nice. Oh, I heard this thing. I don't know if anyone else uses AI. My wife told me this the other day. If you say "take a breath" before doing a prompt into any of your AI tools, apparently it gives you a better answer. Don't know if that's something, but it might just be a load of nonsense. But we'll try. We will try. 25-26 FPL price prediction. Mateus Cunha. Cunha transferred to Manchester United, and his strong Premier League output with Wolves make him a hot topic for FPL pricing ahead of 25-26. They're saying 8 mil. I like it. Cunha at 8 mil. You know what? I think I'm all in on that. 8 to 8.5 mil. What do you guys think? 8 to 8.5 mil. Oh, I'm excited about Man United, I think. I just think it feels right for them to have a really good season next year. Do you guys think it's more of a case of just leaving that? You know, like, do you just wait and see how it goes? I mean, for me, he might just be starting. 1 game a week. Yeah, no Europe. I'm into it. Next up, we got Jeremy Frimpong and Florian Wirtz. So they obviously played together at over in Germany in the Bundesliga. Both now Liverpool players. Bayer Leverkusen, that's the club I was trying to get out. So I like these two players a great deal as well. I'm digging it. A lot of money for Wirtz. He sort of has to perform with a transfer fee like that. Was it £110 million or even more? Let's have a look, shall we? So let's do. Tell me about the Florian Wirtz and Jeremy Frimpong. Oh, come on, Alfred, I can't spell tonight. Frimpong transfers to Liverpool. So it looks like Robertson and Trent are not going to be around for the next season for Liverpool, which is end of an era stuff, really. Liverpool have agreed a British transfer fee record for our friend Florian Wirtz, £116.5 million. I think he's well worth it. 22 years old. I mean, you can have a go at Liverpool for spending that, but if he does 5 years in the Premier League, you know, you divide that transfer fee up by 5, right? And you think to yourself, a player of that quality, I mean, he could even be there for his whole career, right? He probably might move on to like Real Madrid at some point or something like that. But for me, I think that's a perfectly reasonable. I mean, you say that it's all ridiculous money, but I don't have a problem with this transfer fee. That's all I'm trying to say at this point. I think it's good business, and what a player he could be. A lot of money, big swing. It's a big swing from Liverpool. This Frimpong, 35 mil. All right, now let's think about where they will play in the Liverpool team. I hope you're all doing well out there. Happy Saturday. I'll say hi in the chat in a second. I hope you're all somewhat hydrated. Okay, so we're going to ask where will they play in the Liverpool team. I think we already know the answer to this, right? Like Frimpong's a right back, it's a direct replacement for Trent. And then Wirtz is going to play as a similar role to Cunha for Man United, right? Number 10. Wirtz is expected to play as a central attacking midfielder, yeah, not classic number 10 in Arne Slot's system. This is the natural position and where he excelled at Leverkusen. It aligns with Slot's tactical vision for Liverpool after direct talks between the player and manager. Slot has used both a 4-2-3-1 and a 4-3-3 formation at Liverpool. Wirtz's arrival could signal a more consistent use of 4-2-3-1. 4-2-3-1. Right, so we've got 4 at the back, 2 sort of central midfielders, defensive midfielders, and then you've got 2 wingers, right, left. You've got Wirtz in the midfield, central midfield area, and then you've got a striker up top. Wirtz operating behind the striker, or he could be deployed as the most advanced midfielder in a 4-3-3. It's great. It's great squad signing as well because you've got Szoboszlai there, you've got McAllister, you've got Gravenberch in midfield. There's one more as well that I'm forgetting. But no, this is sensational stuff, I think, from Liverpool. All right, so Frimpong, a dynamic right flank option. So yeah, he's going to be replacing Trent. So now we're going to ask, let's think about these two as FPL assets and also give us price prediction. I'm coming over to the chat in a second to say hi, and also we're doing a quiz for £10 Amazon gift card towards the end of the show, so stick around for that. Jack is the current champion of the AlfPL weekly quiz. Right, let's have a look at these two for FPL. I hope you guys are enjoying this new view that I've done here for Perplexity. Before I do that, let's say hi to some folks. Okay, so we have Ladybug TV. Yes, we've got Niall. Yes, mate. Hope you're doing well. We've got Claire. Claire, how are you? Nice to see you. FOMO sticking about. I love it. Great to see you guys. What a pleasure. FOMO is saying Cunha won't be on pens. Will he be on bonus, assuming Man U improve? Man U need a number 9. Yep. He probably won't be on pens, will he? It's obviously going to be Bruno. It's a very good point. I still like him. 8 mil, 8.5 mil. Niall's saying Cunha and hopefully Mbomo would be fun number 10s for United. Yeah, I agree with that. We'll look at Mbomo news in a sec. I suspect Spurs players could be options this season. Yeah, I like it. I like Spurs, especially if like Eze's going. Mbomo, I'm hearing, might be off, which is crazy. Do we have any Frimpong 5.5 mil or 6 mil for, or 6 mil then Wirtz 11 mil? Wow, 11 mil for Wirtz. I think that sounds about right, Niall, for sure. So let's have a look. FPL potential. Wirtz arrives as Liverpool's record signing and is expected to play as a central attacking midfielder or number 10, directly behind the striker and close to goal scoring opportunities. In the Bundesliga last season, he scored 10 goals and provided 12 assists with elite underlying numbers for chance creation. 57 chances created, 17 of them big chances. Yeah, we know that. He's projected to be a key attacking outlet. Wirtz's consistency and ability to deliver attacking returns make him a strong candidate for FPL managers seeking a premium midfielder. Price prediction based on his pedigree, transfer fee and expected role. FPL experts predict Wirtz to be priced in the 10 mil to 10.5 mil range, possibly as high as 11 mil. Right, Niall? This places him among the top bracket of midfielders, just below on par with elite assets like Salah and Palmer. So you're not going to have like Wirtz and Salah and Palmer, right? That's just not going to happen. Panda's in the house. Yes, mate. Hope you're doing well. We're just chatting about price predictions for 25-26. So it looks like Wirtz is going to be between 10 mil and 11 mil. Frimpong replaces Alexander-Arnold. He feels like a sort of 5.56. Yeah, I think you're right now. He just has to be, isn't he? And it's also not like, it's not a VVD price. VVD is what, going to be what, 7 mil? I think this feels right to me. Sort of 5.56 mil. And apparently he is a very decent player. So he's got an incredible attacking threat. He's very good defensively as well. 34 shots and 30 key passes. 12 assists last season. Yeah, he's decent. This guy's decent. I'm excited about these two. I'm excited about Liverpool. Let's have a look at some more of this news. Right. So we've covered Verts, and we've covered Frimpong and Cunha as well. So let's get rid of that tweet and we'll go to the next one. Xerxes and 8 Nori are up next. Boom, they are up. So Xerxes, or is it, I don't even know how to say it. I think this season, I think it's really important that we look into names. Xerxes. I don't know how I'm saying that. Firstly, that's my first issue. So we know about 8 Nori. So we're going to say, tell us about 8 Nori and Ryan. I might be spelling this incorrectly. Is it Ryan? Ryan. They're both Ryan. Ryan 8 Nori and Ryan Xerxes. Okay. And Ryan Xerxes transfers to City. The Xerxes one's actually caught me off guard a little bit. I didn't realise how advanced that was. I mean, he's literally in a Man City kit. He's at the Club World Cup with them. I didn't realise this all happened. Man City completed the signing of 8 Nori from Wolves for initial 31 mil. That's big. Good player. 24 years old. I mean, 8 Nori, what a guy. One of my faves. 8 Nori arrives after 5 seasons in the Premier League. Okay, and then Xerxes, here we go. So Manchester City secured the signing of Xerxes for an initial fee of around 30.5 mil. So very similar price tags on these two. 21 years old, all right, very decent. Xerxes is widely regarded as one of Europe's most exciting young attacking. They've all got attacking midfielders. Man United, Liverpool, City have all invested in attacking midfield. KDB's gone. I just wonder about Cunha with Bruno. Is that a valid question? You know, I mean, we all want Bruno to be playing in a 10. I mean, is he more of an 8 nowadays? Are there any Man United fans in the chat who can tell me how Bruno and Cunha play together? Because I'm a little bit confused about how that's going to work. But we're not talking about them. All I'm saying is that attack midfield has been invested heavily by Liverpool, Man United and Man City so far this season. Xerxes was regarded as one of Europe's most exciting young attacking midfielders. Last season he contributed 12 goals and 20 assists. Assist machine for Lyon, and recently impressed on his France debut. Xerxes celebrated for his two-footedness, creativity and flair, and he's already amassed nearly 200 senior appearances for Lyon. Xerxes is seen as the natural successor to KDB, who left City for Napoli this summer. RIP KDB. He prefers to play as a number 10, but is versatile enough to operate in a wide or central attacking roles. City's management and Xerxes himself believe his style, focused on skill, vision and creativity, fits perfect with Guardiola's philosophy. He's expected to be integrated quickly and could play a major role in City's attacking setup, especially as the club enters a new era post-De Bruyne era. We're all living in a post-De Bruyne era, aren't we? Sad to see him go. Look at these contracts, 5 years. I guess that's quite standard. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we all need to be asking ourselves, and the moment you've all been waiting for, we're going to copy this name and we're going to say, how do you pronounce this name? Here we go. In case you wondered, we're going to be saying his name a lot. Okay, so it's Cherki. Ryan Cherki. Cherki. The CH is pronounced as Cherki. Okay, there you go. Is that helpful? You know? Cherki is his name. Great stuff. I like this player. I like this transfer for the Premier League. Let's just make sure we're saying hi to folks. Geddy is in the house. We've got George Bailey in the house. Yes, yes, lads. Hope you're doing well. Good evening, Geddy. Good evening. Let's read some stuff. Ladybug TV. I need to get rid of some premium assets on my shortlist. Who are you getting rid of? You've already made. Can you share your shortlist with us? Ladybug TV. Good evening, George. Hope you're doing well. Hope the Juice match went. Were you on the winning side of the Juice? Or were you on Ash's team? I can't quite remember. Were you on Ash's team? Anyway, that looked like a fun day out. I hope you had a good time. Props to the Juice guys for setting that up. It looked like an incredible day out. Right, so we got Cherki, we got 8 Nori. They are done deals. They are with United right now. And by the way, I'm just wondering, just when is the Club World Cup happening? Club World Cup fixtures. Just have a quick look. Okay, tomorrow at 1 a.m. Thanks. Thank you very much, FIFA, for these time zones. Okay, so who's watching that tonight in like 4 hours? It's just so. This whole tournament is so dumb. I'm so not for it. Like, why is Inter Miami in this tournament? Honestly, just messy. It's just the dumbest stuff. Like, you know, I don't want to be mean. I don't want to be mean about this tournament. It's hard not to be, but it just feels like it's for like 12-year-olds. That's my take on this tournament. It's like, yeah, get Messi in. What are the requirements to get into this tournament? Well, Messi needs to be in your team. If Messi's in your team, you're in the tournament. You can come. Yep, you can come, and that will bring us a load of money. So we'll get Messi in. It's just so dumb. I don't want anything to do with it. I really don't. The time zones are rubbish. You know, like Saudi Arabian teams are in it. No offense. Just doesn't make any sense to me. It's just a cash grab. Like, football's slowly getting worse and worse, isn't it, because of this stuff? No, I don't want to get too much into that. Cherki and 8 Nori. Remember the name. Man City decided not to go for Vert and brought Tijani reindeers. All right, our next player for this evening. We're looking at Tijani Reindeers. And obviously his name is not Reindeers. Tell us about Tijani Reindeers. And first, and I'll say, and first, how do you pronounce his name? I'll say transfer. How do you pronounce his name? All right, let's have a look at that. Okay, so Tijani Reindeers. So it is. It's Tijani, guys. There we go. Breaking news. Breaking news from AlfPL HQ. Ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. You pronounce his first name Tijani. Tijani. And reindeers is Reinders. Tijani Reinders. There we go. Fantastic. All right, so he did not go to Manchester United. Look at that. I think that's what we call a hallucination in the AI world. He went to City. He definitely went to City. Confirmed the signing of Dutch midfielder Tijani Reinders. 46.5 million. City are spending money. Fourth summer signing of the summer. Let me know if that music's too loud. What are we saying in the chat? Yeah, I'm just going to turn I'm going to change that music. Can't hear myself think. Let's go back to that. It's much more chilled. Reinders expressing excitement joining Man City. Okay, and then we're going to say, tell us about this player. Tiani Reinders. Okay, they're just replicated. Reinders, yeah. The choice was easy to make. I want to reach some goals in my career, and I think that I can reach those here with City quickly. Ball progression and dribbling from deep, excellent passing range and vision, ability to score from midfield and arrive late in the box, versatility across all central midfield roles. So he's a good squad player. He's expected to help fill the I'm not. He's just someone I wouldn't even consider as an FPL asset. He doesn't tick my boxes. You know, like I think what we need to do is, guys, we need to just take a step back, all right, and think about 25, 26. And I'm planning to win the whole thing, okay? And I think the way that I do that, and the way that we do that, is by picking players that are going to play consistently, going to play consistent Premier League games. And I just don't think we have that insurance from the likes of Liverpool, City, Chelsea, Arsenal. So I'm going to ask my little AI friend here. I'm going to say, tell me about the clubs in the Prem for 25-26 that don't have Europe. Alright, this is going to be interesting. Man United, I really feel like Man United might just be the assets for us. Like, you get Mo Salah, right? 100%. 100%. Well, that's not true, is it? Didn't Villa make... I thought Villa made Europa. Forest definitely made Europa. That's just not right. Alright, we're going to do this the old school way. Oh, for flip's sake. Why is it so difficult to work this out? Let's just have a look here. Okay, we'll do it manually. All right. So I'm just going to bring up my browser, and I'm going to move my camera a little bit so you can see these names. Everton, you know. All right, so Wolves, no Europe. West Ham, no Europe. Like Jared Bowen, perfect example of someone who we want to have in our teams. Tottenham, they have Europe, so I'll just ignore them for now. Forest have Europe, right? I'm not. They do have Europe. I believe they've got to be in the Conference League at least. Newcastle have Europe. Manchester United don't. So I think Man United are one of those teams that we should be looking at. And then we think about Man City. I really don't feel good about any Manchester City assets at this point, pre-season. Just saying. I don't like it. They've got such a big squad. Who's going to play? Who knows? Liverpool, we get Mo Salah, obviously. Frimpong might be a good option. He's nailed right back. He's decent. Leeds, don't know much about those players. Everton, I think I'm going to get Jordan Pickford, I think that has to be done. Highest scoring goalkeeper of the season last year. Fulham, I don't think they made Europe. So I hope you guys see what I'm saying. Like, that there is a way in which I think we can sort of moneyball this slightly. You get the big nailed assets. You get Mo Salah, obviously, as I said. But I really feel quite passionately about kind of avoiding this crazy schedule that a lot of these players are going to be in for next season. What do you guys think? As just a general tactic, a general rule. Mbomo to Man United. Oh man, I'd love that to happen, because that would be a absolutely nailed FPL asset for me. Although, I mean, Brentford didn't make Europe, so he would be anyway. What are you guys saying? Verts from Prong. This is the list from Ladybug. Love it. Verts from Pong, Trafford, Kellier, 8 Nori, Cunha, Salah, Bowen, Semenyo, Palmer, Haaland, Mamouche. Yeah, I'm not sure about Mamouche. I mean, I like him. I'm not sure about Rangers either. Raya, Saka, I think, is one that is definitely worth having. Foden, not sure about that. Ballard. I don't know a lot of these names. Gorkarez, question mark. Yeah, I hear that. Wood, yeah. Yep, I like it. Ladybug, I like it a lot. Yeah, City in general are weight. Niall, I agree. Claire's saying the music was too loud. Yeah, sorry about that. You see what I'm saying, though? You see what I'm saying? I think there's a way in which we can hack this a little bit, and just kind of thinking about taking a step back and having to think about how we manage it. Okay, I'm just gonna do that. Right. Yep. Reinders is officially a Manchester City player. We've got Liam Delap in Chelsea attire. Do we like Liam Delap as a FPL asset for 25-26? We wonder to ourselves. I think he's going to be pretty nailed. Let's get into it. We're going to ask. You know where I'm going. You know where I'm going. Okay, fortunately, we don't need to ask how to pronounce this name, which is nice. Tell us about Liam Delap. Do we think he'll be nailed for Chelsea? Obviously, Nicholas Jackson's going to be there, so there is a bit of a risk there. Do we think he's nailed for Chelsea? I had Delap quite a lot last season. He did bits for me. I thought he was pretty good. 22 years old. I like Liam Delap. I think he's going to be a decent player for Chelsea. Plans for immediate integration. Delap is expected to be in contention for starting role straight away. His absence from England's on 21 Euros was unsure to ensure his availability for Chelsea's pre-season and early fixtures. And we're going to say, what about FPL and price prediction? What do we think? Delap, 7 mil? 6.5 mil? I think 7 mil more like. What do we think? Previous was 5.6 mil. 7 to 7.5. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. Do you like Liam Delap as a FPL asset going into 25-26? What do you guys think? I like him. I like him a lot. Right, let's see what else we got coming up here. Yeah, KDB's gone. We know about that. That's really sad. I think we should just have a little bit of a moment for KDB. Tell us about KDB and his Premier League legacy. Would he feature in a Prem all-time 11. What do you guys think about Kevin De Bruyne, KDB, being a Premier League god? Because I think he's up there. He's got to be up there. Right. A little bit of KDB moment we got coming up here. He's gone to Napoli. It's official. Kevin De Bruyne is widely regarded as one of the greatest midfielders to ever play in the Premier League. Shall I do some dramatic music for this? I feel like it's worth it. Kevin De Bruyne is widely regarded as one of the greatest midfielders to ever play in the Premier League. After joining Manchester City in 2015, he became the creative heartbeat of the most dominant English side of the past decade. His legacy is defined by 6 Premier League titles, 1 Champions League, 2 FA Cups, 5 League Cups, multiple individual awards, 2-time Premier League Player of the Season 2019 to 20, 21 to 22, 4-time Manchester City Player of the Year, and multiple Playmaker awards for most assists. His statistical output is extraordinary. Premier League appearances 288, goals 72, assists 119, second only to Ryan Giggs in Premier League history. Best minutes per assist ratio in Premier League history. Joint record for most assists in a single season, tied with Thierry Henry. Over 800 chances created in the league, by far the most of any player in the last decade. De Bruyne's influence extended beyond numbers. He was the orchestrator of City's attack, famed for his vision, passing range and ability to deliver in big moments. Whether it was scoring crucial goals or providing assists that defined title races, his ability to control games, create space and dictate tempo made him indispensable for Guardiola's City, who won 19 major trophies during his decade at the club. Managers, pundits and players consistently described him as a game changer and maestro. Jamie Carragher called him the best player in the Premier League for the last 4 or 5 years and placed him in his all-time Premier League 11. Pep Guardiola said De Bruyne will be remembered as one of the greatest ever players in the Premier League. I mean, what a player. Like, it's sad to see him go. It is a bit sad. R.I.P. KDB. We salute you. You know, sure, the 115. Let's not forget about the 115, all right? 100%. Let's not forget about Death Star FC, this awful club that came into our lives. But you have to give a player like this the props, especially when they've left these shores. What a guy. We move. We bloody move. Verts. Miss Verts. Just trying to play some music here. What's happening? There we go. We lost an FPL asset, Matthias Cunha. Good thing I'm not playing that SHIT next season. It looks like Miss Verts has already quitted FPL. Miss Verts already rage quit FPL pre-season. Gotta respect it. Stunned. Miss Verts is not playing. I love how they're thinking about FPL. June the 13th, this was yesterday. They see the Matthias Cunha news and they think FPL, and then they're like, I'm not playing FPL. Missing FPL from FPL Ax. Got to repost that. I miss it. Okay, so this is from FPL California. I miss it like a long lost lover now. I hated it like poison for the last 2 months of the season. Classic junkie behaviour. It's a beautiful tweet there from FPL California. Brian and Bomo, pick your fate. And by the way, another one. I think we just need to get our heads around and finally put a close the book on how to say his name. How do you say Mbomo? Mbomo, what is it? How do you say Mbomo? Let's turn the page on this affair. Mbeno. No, come on. We're talking about Brian Mbomo. Apparently it's Mbeno. Mbeno. Oh, for flip's sake. How do you say his name? Come on, lads. Get it together. Just on this point, whilst we're waiting for this tool to get its act together, it looks like Spurs might be hijacking this transfer from Man United. It's saying Brian Mbeumo. Come on. We've all been getting it wrong. All right, we need to keep an eye on this for these players coming into this league. I think I love Brian Mbomo. I truly love him as a player, an FPL asset. One of my guys. I had him all season. Absolutely loved him. And I think I would still go for him in either three of these scenarios. If he stays at Brentford, if he goes to Spurs, or if he goes to Man United. More likely if he goes to Man United. They do have Ahmad, obviously, but I think he will be starting for Man United if he goes there. It also looks like Thomas Frank is after Johan Visser, which is going to be mad tings. Get FPL. I was planning to take a break from fantasy games after UCL final, but decided to take part in Club World Cup to keep motivation for the launch of FPL. I may regret playing because there's a chance I miss the odd deadline or two in FPL soon. So Ged's going to be playing Club World Cup fantasy. Love to see it. I've done literally F all in my evening, and it's still been more productive, enjoyable than spending time watching England. Yeah, I've given up on England. I'm trying to do my best to not to ignore anything that's related to England. Sincerely, F off from Dylan regarding Erasmus Højlund. It looks like Højlund might be leaving for Syria. Fair enough. TWH, if Liverpool gets 70 mil for Darwin Núñez, I'll be baffled. 40 mil is a massive struggle to get for Rashford, but 70 mil for Núñez is no problem for Liverpool. The F is going on. Yeah, it just depends, doesn't it, who the player is? But there's definitely a bit of discrepancy behind some of these sort of transfer fees that's happening. I don't know if it's political, but Man United just keep getting bad news regarding all these things. It's not been good. All right, guys, we're going to do the FPL quiz. So, is everyone ready for this? Let's get it done. I'll go to full chat and get this set up real quick. So, we know how this works, right? Who's up for an FPL quiz? I'm going to hit start. And then I'll share my screen. So we've got the quiz view. All right, so the winner of this is going to get a £10 gift voucher from Amazon.co.uk. It might be a bit of a small crew in here tonight as well, so whoever participates is most likely going to win the quiz. So all you have to do is go to kahoot.it, and the game pin is 5048716. That's kahoot.it. And the game pin is 5048716. Come on, let's get a head-to-head. FOMO versus Niall. Let's do it. FOMO versus Niall. Come on. We just need one more. FOMO, if it's just... Oh, here we go. Michael Norman. Yes, here we go. All right. We'll just give it a few moments to see if anyone else wants to do this. Michael, is that you, Ladybug TV? I am Wenger. All right, we got 3. This is great stuff. Okay, nice one, Michael. All right, mate. I'll remember that. Oh, FOMO's left. All right, we got I am Wenger versus Michael Norman. I say we just do this. All right, we got a head-to-head. Let's do some quiz music. Welcome to the AlfPL quiz for £10 gift card from Amazon.co.uk. Who's going to win it this evening? Who's going to take the crown from Jack? We shall soon find out. I am Wenger versus Michael Norman. He's losing. So FOMO's losing connection. That's fine. All right, we're going to do a head-to-head here. Off season, June 14th. Here we go. Head-to-head. 3, 2, 1. Which player in the top 10 FPL scorers had the lowest ownership percentage at the end of the season? Is it Ollie Watkins, Luis Diaz, Johan Novissa, or Jared Bowen? Top FPL point scorers, by the way. Oh, we've got a third player in the game here. Diaz is the right answer. These are tricky, I'm not going to lie. FOMO, yes, FOMO's back. Which midfielder outside the top 10 FPL scorers had the highest form rating at the end of the season out of these 4? Highest form rating: Jacob Murphy, Antoine Semenyo, Alex Iwobi, or Morgan Gibbs-White? It is Semenyo, that is the right answer. FOMO's killing it. Which club had the most players in the top 20 FPL point scorers for 24-25? Which club had the most players? Top 20 FPL point scorers, which club had the most players, basically? It's Forest. Which is, when you think about it, it makes sense, but it is a tricky one. I am Wenger is climbing up. Which player among the top 15 FPL scorers had the lowest cost at the end of the season? Who had the lowest cost at the end of the season out of these 4? Again, tricky questions, guys. It's never going to be easy. The answer is Jacob Murphy. Madness. Next question. Who was the only goalkeeper to make the top 20 in FPL points for 24-25? The only goalkeeper in the top 20 for FPL points. It is Jordan Pickford, that is the right answer. I love how Inanna was in there. Which Crystal Palace player had the highest FPL points total in 24-25? Eze, JPM, Ismail Assar, or Michael Elise? It is JPM. John Philippe. FOMO's killing it. Which team had both a midfielder and a forward in the top 10 FPL point scorers? Midfielder and a forward in the top 10 FPL point scorers. It's Brentford. And we know who that is, right? It's Visser and Mbomo. FOMO's killing it. He's on fire. Someone put him out. Who was the only player in the top 20 to have a form rating of 10.5 at the end of the season? Again, very tricky. Very, very tricky questions. High form. at the end of the season, basically. Simply put. Yeah, it's Bowen. That's the right answer. He was killing it. Bowen was on fire. Bowen's on fire. Who was the only defender to appear in the top 20 FPL point scorers of 24-25 out of these four? Trent, Ben White, Josko Gvardiol, or Kieran Trippier? It is Gvardiol. That's the right answer. Final question. Looks like FOMO's done it. I'm James Maddison. True or false? I saw that happen. As soon as the eyes happened, everyone... Oh, someone said yes. We've got 2 yeses on that one. Alright, FOMO killed it. FOMO absolutely killed it. FOMO, you did it. Well played. What you need to do is you just need to ping me your email address on X, and I will send you the £10 gift voucher. Congratulations. Absolutely sensational there. We do a quiz every week for a £10 gift voucher. We'll be doing it going forward. So please do join us, and we will do more of those things. I'll be live every Saturday night just to hang out and just have a check-in with everyone. Let's all try and stay sane together. F1 tomorrow, that's something to look forward to. I don't know who qualified. I don't know how that went today, so I'll definitely be checking that out before bedtime. I want to say thank you again. I want to say please do stay hydrated, and also remember, FPL is not a substitute for a warm life. Peace out.